Hello everyone. Today we are going to highlight our additional services feature. So let me just walk you through. So here, by coming to the Services tab, let me just remind you that you will have an entire list of all your pre-configured services. Additional services are pretty helpful if you want to add something additional besides the outbound shipments. So all additional services will tell you, of course, the name, what type of service is this, how do you want to charge them, if it's per listing, per unit, pallets, how much is the charge, when do you want to charge, or when do you want to add this specific service, and of course you will have actions to edit or delete that specific service. So let's go ahead and check it. So here it's where you put the name of the additional service. That will help you to have a understanding what are you invoicing the client, and also your client will be also be able to see what is he paying in details. Now here from the service type, I will show you what is the scenario depending what type of service that you are selecting. Now you're probably wondering, especially about these ones, because you'll probably start wondering why you don't have these options enabled when you want to create a service. And it's very simple. This is because these additional options like this, per storage fee, per shelf, per pallet, these are strictly related to one of the add-ons. It's the location management feature, and that's why I have additional options. I will also explain what's that just in a little bit. So let me just start explaining each one of this. So here, if you select the additional service, it's going to be per inbound shipment. So you will be only able to see this additional service in inbound and not in any other section in the portal. So here you can charge them by unit, and also you can put how much you're going to put them, how much you're going to charge them. And when you decide when to charge, let me explain the difference, is that if you select always, every time you have a new inbound shipment, every new inbound shipment will add this additional service into the invoice. Open invoices, then you will be able to draft as an invoice once it's ready to pay. But if you select attach, then it will be only available by selecting the additional service. Either you or your client can add the additional service from the inbound tab. So how does it work? Let me just show you. When you create the service, and then from the inbounds, if you create a new inbound, let's just call it test. Let me select the merchant. And once you are here, and you will be able to click here, services, and manage all services. So from here you will have a list, and this is the one we just created. Name, $15 per unit, and then you click add service, update service. All right, so then you will be able now to add the rest of the items. But this is going to be an additional service invoiced in the same inbound, so the client will have a detail of the items that were included in case that you are invoicing your clients for this, right? And just do the rest of the shipment. Now let's go back to services tab again. Okay, this is the one per inbound. Now if you select per outbound, it's pretty much the same dynamic, but per outbound shipment, right? So you just put it test fee. You also put a charge. Remember, it's up to you. So the difference here, like if you select always, let's just change it for always this time. And if you, every time that you create, either you or your client creates a new outbound shipment, the additional service will be added automatically instead of the previous one that we select when to charge that was attached. So this time, every time that you include new items, and that's like the trigger for that, then this additional service will be added to outbound shipments. So every time you will have them, once you complete it, it will be added into the inbounds, right? Okay, let's go back to the services tab. Good. Now, we have here per outbound shipment item. So let me just explain the difference between them. This one will be applied only for the entire outbound shipment, but this one per outbound shipment item means that you're going to add an additional service, but this is going to be per item. So every time you include that item into an outbound shipment, then this additional service will be charged. But you previously need to pre-configure and add this service to the item. So let me just show you how it works. So let's say this is 24. We just missing the unit, and that's it. Now let's go to the inventory, and when you open the item, okay, so once you're here, you will have in this services tab the one we just created. Additional service, $24. Then you click here, add service, and then save services. Very good. Now let's just close here. And let's add this into an outbound. Okay, now as you can see, automatically the system automatically added the additional service, the one we just created, because we add this the outbound per item. You can do that with every single item that you want. You can play with the amount or when to charge it. You can create as many additional services you want and add those services to the item. So this is just a one-time process. And every time either you or your clients include that item into the outbound, then this additional service will be added. So remember, you just need to do it every time. You can add as many additional services you want, and there they will be saved and they will be saved on file every time you include them in a shipment. Okay. Good. Now let's go back again to the services tab. Now here, added services. This kind of service, it's going to appear only in billing section. Let's say this is going to be $100, and then you create it. Now the type of service, added service, it's going to appear only here. When you click new charge, added services is this section. So by here you can, this is the fee that we just created, and if you put, let's say you want to charge 4, then you put the notes and you add this. Once you go here to the billing section again, this is the service we just add. You can also create a pre-configured added services. If you click on it, then your client will be able to see how many units and how much is the charge per unit and what's the line total. Okay, let's go back to services tab again. Let's see the other type of service. Now we have this per billing cycle. This is just applying every new billing cycle. Remember that you have 2 billing cycles here in your merchant details. You have a monthly and manual. So this one will be applied only for monthly billing cycles, additional services. So if you want to charge your client an additional fee for processing, billing charges, that's up to you and how you are managing these procedures at your warehouse. So when you click and add per billing cycle, this will also charge a one-time unit, one-time charge, and it depends how do you want to name it and what do you want to charge, which is going to be, the trigger will be per billing cycle. Now, per bundle, this is also very interesting. This will be applied every time that you have a bundle included in your in a shipment. So for example, let's say this is every time you create a bundle, and by the way, please watch the videos about how to create bundles. So every time you have a bundle included in outbound shipment, then the system will automatically charge the client the price or the money that you are looking to charge them, right? So if you include this into an outbound, then you will have the chance to charge your client and customize how much you want to charge if you are creating bundles for them. Okay, that's another type of of additional service. This one, you will not have this option, so that's another service type that you probably don't have, because this is only applicable for the FBM module, not for FBA. Just clarifying. This one too, per package and per career package. These ones are only applicable for FBM module. If you are doing FBM, let us know and we can discuss more options. Include this model in your portal. Now, and this is one of the best additional services that our clients are using, and it's actually available in your regular subscription. So usually this is pretty helpful to set up a storage fee, and it's based on cubic meter, based on dimensions for items. And here you will put how much you're going to charge your clients per cubic meter. Okay, and you create it, and this is going to be a storage charge, which is very helpful in terms of, because not all your clients will send units at the same time that it's being prepping and storage at the warehouse. So it would be better and beneficial to have this storage service fee based on cubic meter. Now, this is an additional information. If you have the location management feature, you will be able to add and specify if you want to charge your client per storage, but per shelf, if it's going to be per pallet or per small bin, or the rest of the storage ways. Okay, I hope you find this video helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. See you in the next highlight. Bye.